Alright, engineer certification. Engineer certification reference guide, Federal Railroad Administration, revised August 2000. Engineering certification reference guide, table of contents, application background, schedule, implementation, certification, purpose and scope, preemptive effect of construction, responsibility for compliance, application, plant railroads, and urban rapid transit operation, plant railroads, locomotive, other service vehicles, locomotive defined. Certified engineer not required. Road maintenance equipment to define. Specialized roadway maintenance equipment to define. The dual purpose vehicle to define as a Bradney road railer. Wreck trains, work train, railroad work maintenance machines trained and qualified 214.31.4, 214.34.3, 214.35.5. Classes of service engineer, classification, student engineer, instruction engineer, D, certification, implication. See also certification evaluation, tab, page 10. See also revocation, tab, page 3 and 4. Train service engineer, yard, moving fuel tender or DPU units, operation steam train, wreck trains, digital training certifications, exceptions to certification, locomotive engineering defined, locomotive super track area, leaving the controls, operator remote control locomotives, incidental training operation, designated supervisor, locomotive engineer defined, designated in writing, criteria selection, DSLE. See also certification evaluation, tab, page 88, railroad program submission, DSLE. And railroad does not have any DSLEs, letters for the interpretation certification evaluation. Determination required by the prerequisite to certification, time limitations for making determination exemption, prior safety conducting as a railroad employee, operator of motor vehicle, duty to furnish data from former railroad AAR petition rule, review and comment, operating rule, compliance 3 years, denial, revocation, certification, DSLE, engineer, pilot, instructor, engineer, D, certification, implication. See also application, tab, page 29. See also revocation, tab, page 3 and 4. Conductor is also certified engineer. See also revocation, tab, page 5. Operating rule, compliance 3 years. Alcohol, drug compliance 5 years. Review of certification. Active substance abuse disorder, voluntary referral, current employee defined, active substance abuse disorder defined, A and D, violation of is a trainman, certification, reinstatement, return to service, no entitlement, AAR petitions, motor vehicle operator, 3 years, completed state action, disciplinary action not prohibited, EPA, consular evaluation, furnished data, employee written request, driving record, and NDR check, additional information, never had driver's license. Certification evaluation continue prior safety contact motor vehicle operator reporting to the railroad within 48 hours of conviction, procedure for the detaining state with an NDR data with an NDR problem, driver point system failure to supply records, AAR petition, visual hearing acuity thresholds, colors, railroad signals, contact lenses, physical exam, medical exam, and defined hearing acuity threshold, hearing exam, exemption, vision, hearing acuity restriction, certification, see also certification evaluation, tab, page 3. Integrating CBAs, records, engineering, notification of vision and hearing deterioration, knowledge tests, written documentation, test method, the criteria, tutorial, qualifications, ASLRA, petition, performance skills, demonstrate train handling skills and most handling service with written documentation, failure to performance skill test criteria conducted by DSLE, testing procedure, operating train or type 1-2 simulator, type 1 simulator defined, type 2 simulator defined, type 3 simulator defined. Initial and continuing education program submission, initial education criteria, non-railroad contractor, student engineer, CL application page, tab, page 27, written documentation, recommended guidelines, continuing education, familiarity with physical characteristics, new territory, territorial qualification, requalification, disagreement, denial, recertification, letters, interpretation, revocation offenses, engineer, DSLE, engineer, pilot, instructor, engineer, see also application, tab, page 29. See also certification evaluation, tab, page 10. Conductor is a certified engineer. See also certified evaluation, tab, page 11 and 8. Operating rule, compliance, signal, train speed, safe use of train, engine, brakes, occupying main track, tampering, multiple events during same duty tour, alcohol, drug compliance period, and eligibility revocation periods begins. Operating rules, incident prior to effective date, grant reinstatement of earlier validity of the railroad decision prior to May 10th, 1999, not prior to incidents, alcohol and drugs, prohibited conduct, operating rules, certificate, see also certificate, pilot, tab, page 7, unqualified revocation, certification, voluntary referral policy, interviewing, Intervening cause of minimal nature. Example of intervening causes. Example of minimal nature. Record of evidence. Receive of the reliable information provided. Notice. 240-307, hearing, alcohol, drug, letters of interpretation, certificate, pilots, a certificate, criteria, replacement, falsification, prohibited of conduct, reliance qualification of other countries, reliance qualification made by another railroad, joint operation defined, requirements for the joint operation territory, host railroad, reliance with another railroad, certification, evaluating training program, engineer, pilot, minimal joint operation, pilots not joining operation, pilot exemption, revocation, consideration, letters of interpretation, annual operation monitoring program, submission criteria, failure to conduct, check ride, event record, reading, operating of train type 1 and 2 simulators, data recorded, engineer certificate, pilot tab, page 4, performance skill test, efficiency test during simulator operation failures, improper test, unattended burning fuses, dispute resolution procedures, locomotive engineer review board petition, the LERB petition status, decision percentage, yearly petition submission, petition for the decertification causes, major railroad petition percentages, average petition completion of times on 4 levels of the appeal with the petition requirement process of qualification review petitions, request for administrative hearing, 240-409 administrative hearing, appealings, administrative filings, and defined. Record keeping identification of qualified persons, joint operation record relevant the data for each engineer and applicant, prior safety conduct, former railroad data, motor vehicle data, applicant data, vision hearing data, acuity data, knowledge and data, performance skills data, and annual efficiency test data, annual check ride data, training program data, relying on decision by another railroad data or for joint operation certificate, maintains records, centralization of records, electronic format, falsification, railroad oversight responsibility, incident letters of interpretation program, submission written certification program, procedures of draft with approval by the FRA, section of the submission, general information and election, selection of the DSLE, qualifying DSLEs, training person previously certified, familiarization, new territory, unqualified experience, engineers, certification, qualification, uncertified engineers as pilot, test evaluation, previously certified training, testing, evaluation, person not previously certified, class 3 railroads, modification of program, monitoring operational performance, procedure for the routine administration, program modification, guidance, and handout. Alright, application background, application locomotive, other service, and vehicles, class, services, designated supervisor, locomotive engineers.